All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, my name is Barry Costa and I'm a noted expert in the water damage restoration industry. In fact, I've got expertise also in carpet installation repair and a bit of teaching. I was a school teacher for 10 years and in fact teacher of the year in New Hampshire. So I've been blessed to have 43 very caring professionals in water damage in front of me today. In fact, the last 3 days. And sadly, I don't have any adjusters in this class. Normally I have a mixture of restorers and adjusters, which is wonderful because we're all in the same boat. I don't have a table for adjusters and one for restorers. If everybody grabbed an oar and stroked the same way, I think the boat would go and make further distance. But right now, often in our industry, we tend to go in circles. We have disagreements and we have sometimes even arguments, straight out arguments about what's going on. So I think the more education everyone has, the easier it's going to be for us to communicate rather than bang heads. And I don't know about you, my head's hurting after 50 years of doing this. So we're going to talk about hardwood floor drying. Now, I'm convinced that the way we've been drying hardwood floors is not the best way, okay? Not the best. Does that mean we're bad? No. Sometimes we experiment with things to finally find out what the best things are. Thalidomide was going to be a wonder drug that we wondered why we made it, and now it's back in being used successfully with cancer. So who'd have thought? But if you got a wood floor that's cupped, most people would say you can't correct it. You got to throw it out right away. Guys, we got a technique that has a 99% success rate right now. We've taken severely cupped solid hardwood floors. I'm not talking engineered, I'm not talking laminates, I'm talking solid hardwood. The latest was a $45,000 cherry inlaid hardwood floor in Golden, Colorado. Was corrected by Mark Whitridge. So if you're an adjuster watching this, imagine the loss ratio that was just saved by uncupping a $45,000 cherry inlaid floor, solid wood floor, category 1. So let's talk about wood. Now I've got this plugged in for a reason because very shortly I'm going to put this can on, which has water in it, okay? Because I got to demonstrate how this all works, at least the beginnings. Then these people are going to be trained how to do it. So if you're watching this video and you're an adjuster, it's probably because right in front of you right now with this person showing you a video, you have a cup floor. And they're talking to you about a correction process. And they're probably asking, hey, do you mind if we give this a shot? Now, if you want to replace it, you can always do that. But you have the right of repair or replacement, I believe, with every policy. So let's talk about wood. First of all, wood cells are elongated like my fingers. They run parallel with each other like my fingers. And wood swells more in the width than the length. And it's because many reasons. 1, the tongue and groove. 2, many wood floors have flutes underneath. And 3, depending on how the wood floor was sawn, the cells travel in the length direction. So air flows better this way. So what we've always been taught to do in drying a wood floor is this. We take the vacuum panels and we set them about 3 to 4 feet apart in the length, but in the width, no greater than 1 panel away in the width. Why? Because air flows better this way than this way. And the reason why you want a separation, not right together, is to have air flow, you have to have 2 openings. So as these panels are sucking on the floor, and this is hooked up to your truck mount, okay? The makeup air is coming in here, go into the panel. This is kind of like a super hickey machine, if you want to describe that way. And any water that's in here is going to come out into the truck mount and be blown outside. So we always do that first, and that does not change. That is correct. We got to make sure we get every bit of water out from under the wood floor. However, here's where I think we've been making the mistakes, okay? Because sometimes you can uncup it, sometimes you don't, and sometimes we're the ones creating end cracks, stress cracks, honeycomb, and case hardening. I've done so much reading on kill drying because I thought I made a mistake drying a wood floor on Lounsbury Lane in Peterborough, New Hampshire. Here's what happened. After we extract all the staining water, we're then taught, make sure your panel's 3 to 4 feet apart in the length, no greater than 1 board in the width. We then tent the floor, create a drying chamber, and we bring super dry heated air with dehumidification, like you were mentioning in class, these are now pulling the super dry heated air into the makeup to the panels, and the vapor now, because we got the liquid out with the truck mount, any moisture from the wood is going to the injector dry, and then we were told that we then blow that moist air outside. Well, here's what I did in Peterborough. I thought I made a mistake. My exhaust hose was laying on the wood floor. When I walked into that job and saw my exhaust hose not going outside, but it's on the floor, I went, oh man. I went over, the only part of the floor that wasn't cupped was where that hose was. At that point, I started doing some research on wood floor drying. Folks, I'm convinced we're not doing it right. So, I've got a demonstration I think is going to sock the point home. Okay, let me put some moisture on this table. Okay, I want everyone to watch which way this card bends. When the bottom of the wood, because this is made of wood, when the bottom of the wood is wetter than the top of the wood, I want you to notice which way this card bends. Ready? Here we go. All right, rise, Swami. Rise, rise. Now watch how this card bends when the top of the wood is wetter than the bottom of the wood. It crowns. So, you guys in the class, speak to me. We're on this job, and you take psychrometric readings outside and inside. I'm going to put you on the spot, everybody. The grains are lower outside than inside, and it's a nice warm day. What kind of drying system should you use? Open or close? Open. Perfect. Now, when you're in this room, open up the windows, you see the floor's cupped. Where's most of the water? Underneath. You see how the building's telling a story. This one's crown, where's most of the water? Now, you know what? I'm never worried about a crown floor. Gravity's going to correct it. And you very rarely see a crown floor. If you see one, here's normally what happened. Somebody sanded a cup floor before it was dry, and when it dried, it went convex. So let me put this here. But everyone get your video cameras going. Watch what happens when I evenly wet out the wood floor. Check this out. What's it doing? It's laying flat. It's going back to its memory. That was the mistake I thought I made. No! Guys, think about it. When a wood floor is water damaged, because of the sealer, because of the tongue and groove, that water enters the tongue and groove, enters the side, goes to the bottom, moves in the T, and comes up from the bottom. So the side and bottom of the wood is always wetter than top and the core. So every wood floor is always under stress in a water damage. So I've got steam coming out. I don't want you to think I go in with a hose and wet everything. Watch what we're going to do to that exhaust hose. We're not going to blow it outside. Let me make this card cup again. Okay, rise, Swami. You can do it. Good job. Guys, here's the vapor coming out of the wood floor into the injector dry. And it doesn't have to be water in a liquid phase. It can be in vapor phase. Get your video cameras on this. Ready? Here's your exhaust hose. The vapor is about to come. Watch the card. Look at what it's doing. It's going back to its memory, just like kiln drying did, because nobody wants to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a torqued piece of wood. We want to give it a flat memory. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, if you just observe this, oh, by the way, look what's happening because the air in Michigan right now is dry. Watch. Hey, I said relax. Because in kiln drying, they do that often. If it's not evenly drying out, they'll put vapor to it and keep reminding it, dry evenly, dry flat, dry the way we want you to be, okay? So my name is Barry Costa. My phone number is 603-547-5006. If you're an adjuster watching this video, oh, notice that it's almost flat. Thank you, Gravity. You're bringing it down, evenly wetting out the card. If you're watching this, it's probably because you have a hardwood floor in front of you. Now listen, everybody, I'm saying this publicly. If you have that first hardwood floor that's cupped and you want my help, call me. Now, I will not hold any liability for this job. I'm not there. I'm going to try to give you some assistance, but you've got to make all decisions on your own job. However, I told these people that I will help them on their first cup floor. I've been helping people all around the U.S. and overseas, but what I require from you are pictures and meter readings. If you're not going to give me either, do not call me, because now Steve Covey says we have a win-lose situation. You people are me everywhere, and I'm getting statistics around the United States on this project I'm doing here. So you are me everywhere. But before you tape down your vacuum panels and your rafter vents, what are they? You're going to be learning about that. Adjusters, I won't be showing you. They're going to know it, so you need them to do this job here. And but they're going to talk to you about what they're going to do, okay? Please send me a picture before you tape it down, because if it's not set up right, that's where I can help you correct it to make sure we got a fighting chance of correction of that cup floor. So again, I'm really excited about the new process. We're saving wood floors left and right all over. But if it's category 3, you tear it out. We don't dry fecal matter and leave it in people's homes. We need a clean and dry environment. This is for category 1 only, and this is for solid hardwood floors only. Again, my name is Barry Costa. Everyone, please stay safe out there. Justice, thank you for what you do. But the more we all learn together, I think the better we can communicate and take care of our universal client, which is the end user. Thank you so much.